everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katie, and this is The Mo and Katie Show. We're two friends from two different worlds, coming together in harmony for one podcast. We're random, ridiculous, and have been taking humor seriously since 2018.
Each week, we'll share two positive news stories, a quirky fact, today's weird holiday, a shared experience, and we may even play a game, all while punning the crap out of each other.
No, you can't say that.
Fine.
It's The Mo and Katie Show. Gratitude, humor, positivity. Hey, everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katie, and this is
The Mo and Katie Show. Remotely
once again,
done. Yes.
We are remote. So tell us, Mo, where are you currently?
I don't know. No. I am on the third deck of the American Heritage, which is one of the cruise lines from one of the ships for American Cruise Lines. I am currently docked in Louisville on the Ohio River. I am looking out. Technically, I'm in Kentucky, and I'm looking over at Clarksville, Indiana. So I am right on the border.
So you started this particular part of your journey in St. Louis, Missouri.
Correct.
And so you've already had stops in Indiana and Kentucky, and then you'll do some things in Ohio and
West Virginia and Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Wow, that's covering a lot of states. That's very impressive. Yeah. Very cool.
Where are you sitting?
I'm sitting in my studio.
Nice.
I'm home from my journey to Niagara Falls and Scranton and New York City. It was a fantastic trip. Something I didn't get to share yet was that I don't know if I talked about this last week, but Janine, who's our quartet lead, and I got to see the Music Man together with Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster.
That's
and
awesome.
I was texting Mo. I said, my jaw literally hurt because I smiled for 2.5 hours straight. I could not stop smiling. I was so excited to be in that room. It was significant in so many ways. And Hugh Jackman was just charming as Harold Hill. He was amazing.
That's so cool. I'm so glad you got to do that. Well, and then, and I was, because you were sending me pictures along the trip, on the road trip, and I loved the way you road tripped. And I obviously we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but it's the largest ball of twine kind of joke, but but you did it, and I'm really, really proud of the way you road tripped, and I hope you guys had a good 30th anniversary trip.
We did. But again, a lot of that is, I'm more aware of that stuff because of your influence and your friendship in my life, Moe. You really teach me to look for the quirk and look for the obscure. And we were able to do that. I not only, marked a few things as that I got to see them, but I also got to mark some things that I wanted to see. So we'll talk more about that later.
Cool.
But anyway.
Let's just go right to the shared experience.
Let's just upset the fruit basket and get right to it. But I want to give an additional shout out, a follow-up shout out to my buddy Kevin at API Physical Therapy in Kearney. He has started listening, and he said he particularly enjoyed my embarrassing pun that I made about Niagara Falls last week. But welcome as the newest member in what we lovingly call the Tribe of Weirdos. Kevin, thanks for listening. Yeah, and he said he really has been enjoying it.
Yeah, and Kevin, if you need any assistance with binging, we can send you over to Elizabeth Harris, who basically binged Liston. Now, so Katie and I, we did some shoddy reporting, we just did shoddy calendaring. We thought that we had met Elizabeth back in March, and we were just bragging about the fact that she binged all the episodes that we'd ever done since March. Well, no, it's even more impressive because we didn't meet her until May. She binged, So, and it was funny because we were on a group text, Katie, you and I, and Elizabeth, and someone threw out a pun, and then I threw out a pun, and Elizabeth texted, "Here we go."
And I actually got to see Elizabeth on Saturday, too. She lives in New Jersey. She happened to be in New York City.
So cool.
And I shared my location, and she accidentally on purpose showed up where Janine and I were having lunch.
I love
it was so
people who take advantage of the things that are around them and take advantage of going that little extra steps to go and meet people and see people. And I know you saw Brennan and Janine.
Yes, I saw my student Brennan too, who happened to be he had an audition in New York that day.
So cool.
And it was just phenomenal. So
it's a great day.
And I've been living vicariously through your Mississippi River adventure, Mo. You've been sending me lots of little video snippets and pictures, and you're meeting some really awesome people on your trip as well. And I know they're enjoying your briefings of the ports and your informative talks about what they're doing. So we're living the dream, people. We're having a good old time. So, river cruises and New York City and cheesecake. There was cheesecake involved. All things going on in the world.
Squeeze that one in there.
Moe, please tell us what else is going on in the world.
I will. Now, I'm going to read the headline because it seems a little contradictory.
Okay.
This tortoise attacks all the black shoes that come near him. I don't think about attacking or lunging or bullying when I think about a tortoise. But there's a tortoise, and of course we know it's in the UK.
Of course.
There's a tortoise whenever this guy wears black shoes, this tortoise comes for the black shoe. And he's even done it where he's worn one gray shoe and one black shoe, and the tortoise will come and will headbutt or shell butt the black shoe. And
I wonder what he thinks it is.
I don't know. But he says whenever he sees one, he charges with a barrage of disapproving headbutts.
Oh my gosh.
So it's actually the lady's grandson, and she goes, what? The grandson thinks it's a fashion-conscious reptile that may be saying, I don't look good in white shoes. And he has stopped buying white shoes or black shoes, and he says it feels a little strange to be buying black shoes just to please an assertive tortoise. But, yeah. So Tommy has been posting pictures of this aggressive tortoise barraging his black shoes with disapproving headbutts. So for all the fashion-conscious tortoises out there, you're not alone. It gets better.
I hope he doesn't hurt him. That was just awkward. I don't know what the shell I'm doing.
There you go. Lord.
Yeah, he could go on a tour just to find some new shoes, but anyway.
Let me know. See, here we go. To quote Elizabeth.
My story is animal related as well. It is about a hummingbird. And I know, Mo, at your house, birds are kind of a big deal because you guys have some feeders that you keep outside the kitchen window. Now, there's a reason you keep them outside the kitchen window and nowhere else, because when you put them on the back porch, the squirrels go a little crazy.
Yep.
Even the squirrel-proof feeders do not work. But anyway, so it's fun. I like when I go to Mo's house, we'll be sitting at the table doing some work, and you can look up and just watch at the sink and see the birds come and visit the feeders, and it's really cool. So this is a story about a hummingbird, and we're gonna zoom from London down to Colombia. And in Colombia, there has been a hummingbird species that has been missing for the last 13 years, and all of a sudden this hummingbird has shown up again. And this is they've seen it 3 times now, and it's called the Santa Marta saberwing. Saberwing, I know, and it's pronounced like
tiger as soon as you said that, but
it's pronounced. It's spelled like sabre, like in The Office when they're taken over by Saber, and it's spelled and they call it sabre. It was first described by a scientist in 1946, but it's very rare. It's on the list of the top 10 most wanted lost birds. And these recent sightings have given conservationists hope that this particular species is not necessarily endangered, but it's actually coming back. And
was there like an environmental change, or do they know why?
They're not 100% sure. They said it was a complete surprise. The sighting was a complete surprise, but a very welcome one. And that is a quote by Jürgen Vega, who made the rediscovery while working on this project to study the birds. There's a bunch of acronyms and things for the project that they're working on that I'll spare you. But the hummingbird caught his attention and realized it was the Santa Marta saberwing.
That's so cool.
Welcome back, Santa Marta saberwing.
Yeah, maybe they were in Capistrano with the swallows. Maybe that's where they were.
Well, that's a good throwback.
Yeah. It's interesting. I was my last stop. I was in Evansville, Indiana, and I went to the James Audubon National Park.
Nice.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
in fact, I got to see an owl, and that was a hoot. So,
that's fun. That was a hoot.
Yeah.
But this hummingbird, the male hummingbird, and the male birds are always so much more brilliantly colored than the female birds. It's got emerald green feathers, bright iridescent blue throat, and a curved black bill. It's very pretty.
Cool.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so welcome back.
Welcome back, Santa Marta.
Santa Marta. We're so happy to have you back. All right, well, I'm going to just jump right into my quirky fact for today, Moe. I
can edit it out later. Don't worry about it.
So, have you ever been sick and had to go to the doctor, get on some sort of antibiotics or something, to make you feel better?
If I say no, does that screw up your quirky fact?
I'm just trying to make nice conversation. You don't have to be so snarky.
Wow. No, I don't get sick.
You don't get sick. Well, if you did get sick, you might take penicillin. So I'm curious if you happen to know what penicillin was originally called when it was discovered in 1928. What do you think penicillin was originally called?
I don't know the Latin word, but it was stop the burning pea, I believe. No? I don't know.
No. It was originally called mold juice.
Oh, God.
Pour yourself a big old glass of mold.
Oh, that's right, because
juice.
penicillin was made from mold, the spores, right?
Yes, so it was so here's my good reporting right here. Alexander Fleming, who was a bacteriologist. I'm using a lot of big words today.
Congratulations.
He left a petri dish in the lab while he was on vacation.
A peach tree?
A petri dish.
Like a tree, a dish?
No.
Like like China with a peach tree on it. Got it. Okay. A peach tree dish.
A petri dish. He came back from vacation. He came back.
Wait,
talking is hard.
Do you need some mold juice? Because I don't know what's going on over there.
He came back from vacation, and he found that the liquid around the mold had killed the bacteria in the dish. Huh. And it was the world's first antibiotic. But before they called it penicillin, he called it mold juice.
I thought somebody else invented penicillin.
Alexander Fleming invented penicillin.
No.
You're maybe thinking of like the Curies. They invented the polio vaccine or something like that.
All right. Lost track of
So I know that that's a hard pill to swallow, but you're just going to have to believe me. All right, well, mold juice aside, Moe, tell us what today is.
Well, here's something. I don't know if you can do stores carry mold juice, like grocery stores, like food stores?
Only if they have a pharmacy, I would imagine.
Okay, well, so today is Shop Online for Groceries Day.
Oh.
So, yeah, you can shop online for your mold juice and order it right up from the store. So, yeah, I think that's great.
I'd like my mold juice on the rocks, please.
Oh, God. Hey, speaking of which, earlier this week when I was in Louisville, I went to the place where the old-fashioned drink was invented. So, I drink old-fashioned.
Okay.
So I don't know if they used mold juice back in the day. But it's a private club, so I couldn't get in, but I took a picture of the door outside, so.
Oh, that's really cool. So do you, I actually even through the last couple of years, I've never done the online grocery shopping thing. I think there's just something, but I do have, my son works at the grocery store, and that is highly convenient because I can text something and it comes home from work with him, which is really, really nice. So.
Well, I told you my story about the stickers, obviously.
Yes, you did.
So I hope that Jacob is better about when you ask him for something, that he doesn't just get like a suitable substitute. He actually gives you what you ask for, you know.
He's pretty good. Sometimes there's a FaceTime call involved.
Yeah. Well,
like, I'm in the dog food aisle. Can we FaceTime and can you tell me exactly what to bring home? It's that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So, and I think that is convenient. And I wonder what it would be like to be an online shopper for someone. That would definitely be an interesting.
I don't think, as snarky as I am, I don't think I would be good for, because I don't know if I told you.
You'd purposely screw the order up is what you would do.
Exactly. Well, okay, so just refresh my memory if I've told this story. When I was in Panama, our squadron secretary was walking up and down the aisles, and when you go up everybody goes up one aisle, takes a left, comes back down, comes out, So I, just because of my pattern, I was kept passing her. So I kept grabbing things and like I would put things in her cart. So one of the things I put, but they were really big, like obvious things. And the best part was I put like this, I'm not even lying, it was like 3 feet. It was a salami. It was like a big 3-foot salami. It like all wrapped up. Oh, and I put that in her cart. Well, we both got to the checkout at the same time, and she was checking out, and she hadn't removed the salami, so I had to tell her. I'm like, "Did you mean to buy that salami?" She's like, "Oh, how did that get in there?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just was surprised you bought a salami." I'm like, "Oh no!" It's like I was putting huge things in there, hoping that she would catch it, So I didn't want her buying things she didn't actually
like a pack of diapers when somebody doesn't have a baby, or cans of cat food if they don't have a cat. So that's always fun.
So yes, fun. If I was an online shopper for online groceries, I probably would throw just something in there, and I would pay for it. I think it'd be fun to.
I hear stories of people ordering, like they'll say they want 5 bananas and they get 5 bunches of bananas.
Yeah.
Like things like that. So it's like you have to be specific, or the online shopper will ask them specifically, like, do you want this like they're all out of gold medal flour, would you like a can of potato soup instead?
Yeah.
They're going, what?
We're out of gold medal flour, would you like a marigold plant instead? Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, but not at all. We're out of shoehorn, so I brought you a trumpet. Yeah.
Same thing, right? Pretty much. All right. Well, let's talk about, again, since we have both been traveling and we've both been looking for really unusual things, I want to talk about the wonder that you have brought into my life, Moe, by introducing me to something called Atlas Obscura.
And today, you just changed my world because what is the first thing I said to you? I said, I wish Atlas Obscura had an app. And you go...
I said they do, silly. They have an app.
Yeah, so I will be downloading that as soon as we get done with this podcast.
It's fantastic. Yeah, and you can actually, on the app, it'll find your location and show you what's near you. It's
okay, so for people who don't know Atlas Obscura, tell us about it.
Atlas Obscura is an app and a website that has unusual things that you really must see. It's kind of the world's largest ball of twine, to use in general terms. So wherever you are, it will tell you what is near you that you need to see. And the first thing that I saw on Atlas Obscura on my trip last week was the Statue of Liberty that is in the middle of, hold on one second, because I can go on here and I can tell you places I've been. Yes. It's in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It is the mini Statue of Liberty that is right there in the middle of the Susquehanna River. And there's a cool story about it, like how it was a mystery of who built it, for years. And then finally, when the statute of limitations passed, this lawyer came forward and said that he built it and all this stuff. So that was kind of how it started. I texted Mo and I said, I just passed the mini Statue of Liberty. And she's like, yes, I've been there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But my really cool find, while I was in Buffalo, I got to visit Shark Girl. She is a very prim and proper young lady from the shoulders down, dressed in a little blue dress with like almost Dorothy looking red sparkly shoes, but she has the head of a shark.
Sure.
And she is in Buffalo, right near this place. It looks like they were renovating some sort of an ice rink. And she's just sitting there all prim and proper on the rock. And she and I got to be just fast friends. I got to visit her. But I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for Atlas Obscura.
But didn't you submit something that wasn't on Atlas Obscura?
I did. So on the other side of that area, there is this, it's called the Green Room. And it's like a living room, a couch, a chair, a table, a lamp, all painted completely green. And I looked and it wasn't on Atlas Obscura, so I took a picture and I submitted it. No, it looks like it's kind of the same style as Shark Girl. So I submitted it, and I'm going to have to check back and see if they've approved.
That's awesome.
It. So I'm not 100%
sure.
So
Atlas Obscura is a great site to. I mean, they talk about some of the bigger things, but what I like about it is I think a lot of people are well versed in the obvious stuff. Like we know that this is going to be there. For example, in Louisville. One of the tours, so I have to give a port preview, and one of the tours is, people have the option to go to Louisville Slugger Museum, which is fine. But a block and a half away from the museum is a 30-foot foam statue of David, the one from Italy, spray painted gold. And I'm thinking,
there you go.
So, and I know there's a lot of history, Lewis and Clark, I mean, the Underground Railroad, there's so much, serious, rich history here. But I love the quirky stuff. And so we got here early, so I got off the ship and I walked a mile up the road to go see David, take my pictures with him, walked back, and I'm just thinking, I think I called you because I'm like, I feel a little guilty because there's so much rich history here, but all I did was walk up to see a naked man that was 30 feet high on the streets of Louisville.
And painted gold. There you go. Another place I've been, and I think we've talked about this before, and I've got to mark it on Atlas Obscura, is the giant eyeball in Dallas.
Yes.
That was cool.
And you stumbled on that.
Was really
too.
Cool. Yeah, it happened to be like 2 blocks from our hotel, so I took a little gander down there, and it was really, really cool. As a matter of fact, I think I FaceTimed you while I was at the eyeball because I wanted you to experience. And then I was in New York City for the day, and I looked up some things. I was not able just because of our schedule, but I marked a couple of things that I want to see. Like there's a wooden escalator at Macy's.
Ooh, cool.
There's some subway tunnels that have some instruments that sing to each other as the trains pass by.
Cool.
There is a Game Boy that survived a bombing that is in a certain area, a giant needle and button in the fashion district. So I marked all of these things that I want to see the next time I go back to New York. But it's so cool.
Let's do a trip. We'll shop kick without buying anything, and we'll go to all the Atlas Obscura sites.
That sounds amazing.
Okay, so we want to know, first of all, are there other sites we should be checking, and does it have an app?
Yes.
Because this nonsense of having to go to the website, log in, and that's ridiculous. I don't have that kind of time.
That's just silly.
Well, so the other thing that I do too is I always go. I keep all my routes in Google Maps, and so the other thing I do is when I go to a site on Google Maps, I always take a picture and I submit it to Google Maps, and I just had the same write-up they use on TripAdvisor, Atlas Obscura, and Google Maps. So I want to know what other sites people use.
When Matt and I were in Puerto Rico about 3 or 4 years ago, and we ate at a restaurant in Puerto Rico, and I posted a couple of pictures and wrote a review, and it's gotten like a ridiculous amount of views. And I'm
awesome.
like, it's just a restaurant review, but it's like I get emails from Google saying like X number of people have looked at your picture and liked it and commented.
Famous.
And I'm like, okay,
you're famous.
I'm so famous.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but you've seen some other cool things out west. Like you saw, wasn't there the recycled Roadrunner?
Yep. Yeah.
Completely made out of recycled things, and the world's largest prairie dog statue or something.
Yeah, concrete prairie dog.
That's
good
stuff
just
right
all
there.
been good stuff. So
I think we should organize a tour of just obscure things in the United States.
Yeah, I'm in. Largest ball of twine.
Let's do it. All right, guys, sign up in the comments below who's going with us. Let's do that.
Cool.
Well, awesome. Well, Moe, I really hope that you're enjoying your trek on the Mississippi River and the Ohio River. And I know that the lucky passengers that get to hear you speak I'm sure that they're enjoying you as well. Yeah. And I hope the food's good and the travel's good. And get back home because I miss
know.
you.
Hey, and just a quick plug for Katie, because she won't bring it up. But Katie was a guest on a podcast called Her God Story, and it's hosted by Jody Christensen?
Kira Costa.
Yeah, wasn't even close. But we'll put the link in the show notes. But Katie, you did a great job. You had some really good sound bites as far as just things that we deal with when we're going through grief and struggles. And it was something you said about there's not a scale for tragedy, or what did you say? A timeline?
Something like that. I don't remember.
Can't you remember what you say?
I think I said there's no scale for who wins it.
No scale for who wins at tragedy. And then the other thing that you mentioned too, you just said when you're functioning in what you're made to do, it helps pull you through the hills and valleys. And I think that's a really powerful quote, and you've really helped me see that. So I'm very, very grateful for you, and I'm grateful that you shared your story on Her God Story, hosted by Judy. Begins with a C. You can look there.
And Jody Kira Costa.
Yeah, and the title of the episode is "My Joy Eventually Came Back." So we'll put that in the show notes. But really well done, because you've dealt with a lot more tragedy than you deserve, and a lot more tragedy than I think most people have dealt with in their life, especially me. So
thank you.
Thank you for your strength and for sharing your story.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Mo. I really do. And it's it's really a privilege to be able to have a platform to just share how to keep going and how to find joy and positivity and everything. And honestly, what we do here on the Mo and Katie Show helps me quite a bit. Just stay focused on the positive. Same. And we kind of lightly talk about gratitude, humor, and positivity, but there's a lot to it that really does pull you through each day. So thank you for doing this with me.
Absolutely.
Really
Thanks for letting me.
that.
It was your idea, really so you got us in this mess. All right, get us out of it now.
All right, so I'm going to share a quote about gratitude, something you can write on an index card and stick on your mirror for the week. Just keep in the presence, the present part of your mind. And this was a philosopher. His name is Thich Nhat Hanh.
Okay.
I looked it up so I would pronounce it correctly. Thich Nhat Hanh. And the quote is, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy.
I like that. So just smile anyway, people. Jeez.
That's right. Smile till it feels real.
Smile until you've got joy coming out of your teeth. That's the bumper sticker.
But we sincerely hope that you're enjoying your August, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening and hanging out with us. We love our listeners. We love hearing from all of you. Share our podcast with somebody who you think could enjoy some gratitude, humor, and positivity too.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, and right before you don't stop yet. Hang on. Okay, so before you go and share the podcast and tell people about gratitude, humor, positivity, I will close first by saying, be grateful, keep laughing, and stay positive.
Absolutely, and we will see you next time.
Okay, bye.
If you made it this far, congrats.
Woo-hoo! You are part of our elite tribe of weirdos, and there aren't too many people who like us like you do.
But that's where we need your help. Rate, subscribe, follow, and share this podcast.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Follow us on social media and tag us in any of your Mo and Katie Show interactions.
Because we give you homework
using the hashtag TMKSPod.
The Mo and Katie Show has been produced, edited, scripted, recorded, catered, directed, and engineered by Mo and Katie. Our theme song is It Is Fun by HookedSounds.com.
Here's wishing you gratitude, humor, and positivity until we see you next time.